Hey guys, me Misha. Everything I say is not financial advice. My personal, yeah, my personal opinion. God, Pfizer in unvolumed mm, upthrust yet. Um, I'm long on Pfizer, so so yeah, that's an interesting volume for sure. We don't need a closed. Um, we don't need a closed manipulation signal. This thing goes up and down and going all around. It's undecisive. Um, it hit it hard and then died. Pazi. Pazi went up. Was it a good place to buy? I don't think so. Maybe something on 5 minutes. And is it a good place for continuation of the trend? I don't think so. See where I'm going with it? Yeah. No, market is closed for lunch. People actually are returning from lunch right now. It's 2 p.m. already. It's 2 p.m. Yeah, nothing funky here. Nothing funky. Continuation of the trend. Nothing funky. Yum, chickened out yesterday, and that worked. Just in the line. Yeah, carrying it overnight didn't sound like a feasible idea. Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
define feasible.
Feasible means possible to do easily or conveniently.
No, that's not the word I was looking for. Um, viable? Define viable? Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Siri got pissed with me. Sorry, Siri. Didn't mean to piss you off. So it doesn't talk to me anymore. Um, viable. Viable was a better term for it. Yeah, that's also not something I would want to employ. And by the way, it's not a break even. It went underneath it. Ah, yeah, none of this makes any sense. None of this makes any sense. IBM needs to touch it. This thing went down. This thing went down. Yeah, something like that. On the volume top thrust, everything here didn't look good. What this thing is doing, I don't know. I like while it went down. Yeah, this should have been cut off earlier. Like this. For sure. For sure. Yeah. Something like that. It's a 1 bar rule. It's a volume 2 bar up thrust because this was the part of this manipulation. However, with the smaller volume, it went higher. So Dune. See? As it should have. As it should have. Told ya. It's gonna break today though. This oxy thing breaks. Ooh, we're due monthly levels today after the market closes. This is sexy. I love monthly levels. I love monthly levels. Ooh, we are correcting now. What this is, I don't know. Badoosh. We're going down. But it's correction and it's counter trend. Counter trend is not our friend. Actually, this bar was interesting. And this thing is a good bar with no, with a tail, with the seller's tail and closing below the level. So it's a good for short. Yeah, volume distribution is not great. This volume is good though. Boom. An ultimate exhaustion volume. Oracle changes direction, goes up. It's gonna be good at this level, if it ever comes to it. And it's like too close to, no, it's not gonna be good. Even if it goes back to neutral zone, it's already made its move. I took it out here because of the volume. That's also a break, so bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let's see our monthlies. Let's see our monthly, all in all. It's there. Oh la la. Oh la la. Comme ci, comme ça. Dune. LVM. Dow Jones. You got some correction going on. You know what I mean? You got some correction going on. I don't believe in this thing. I don't. I think it's this. In all reality, even though my trading coach doesn't share my point of view. We'll see how he goes about it, but that's what it is, I think. No, let's obey to my trading coach. I always mix up the two. That's so wrong here. This is not bad, but it's March 20th. It's rebalancing. So there's like 10 meals, like 8 meals can be taken off. 7. Still. Yep, yep. Wait, what? Why do I have this like this? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I know what I did. Anyways, I was wrong. Not on Pfizer. Pfizer breaks. Pfizer breaks. Whatever this is does not belong to months. Yeah. We're above this volume, so hopefully Pfizer is on its way. Dudoosh. We reached 0.5 of the entire thing. Yep. So, we ought to be skeptical at this point 5. Doesn't really matter. Oh, and since we're closing in correction, nothing really matters to me. Dun, 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 dun. Mama. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Look at the Netflix guy. Volume spring. Everything looks great. Dun, 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 dun. I think this makes sense. I don't think this makes sense. I think this makes sense. Yeah. Crowd closes below. So we have this situation. You guys, yeah, that's a volume. Volume. So none of this makes sense anymore. It's good for short now. With this being the, well, it can practically close. Let's see. It can practically close the buff today, but I don't believe it. It's a lot of. It's like this. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. Something quick and short. Okay. Visa looks good. IWM. It's spring now. To be careful, but there's a spring. I think my changes for rich American tobacco. Rosneft. That's how Russian market is. And it's a real volume. It's not like books rebalancing like an American market or something. It's lack of capital, lack of retailers, lack of liquidity on the market. Yeah, so this is our new sign of strength. Accidental, still good. This thing is good. Oracle closes the impulse. I don't know what this is. That's what it is. But we have a new 0.5 here as well now. Yeah, like this. So zero point 0.5 maybe. See you in a month. Oracle. Looks like it's gonna close the lead, but we'll wait for it. This makes no sense. It's a good volumed upthrust. It's not the biggest volume. December. Was there a book rebalancing in December? 22nd of December. 22nd. No, it was Thursday. So we didn't know what it was. But we got an upthrust. Look at it. Look at it. Target continues. This looks like it's going to break the bar level. And that's a break. I wouldn't trust 0.5 here. It came to 0.5, but we already broke the thing. So really, this is our next stop. On hood. This volume in 0.5. It's also not also only the biggest, it's the biggest volume of all time. You see dinosaur? It's prehistoric. So this is a little bit too big of a volume for 20th of March, 56, let's 30, 25. Even if it, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's huge volume. Okay. And we're there in the volume level, by the way. I'd expect some back and forth here because of 0.5, but also it's like too big to be a part of this correction. Yeah, something like that. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna break. It's a steep fall, but still. Boom, boom. Wow. To one bar spring. To one bar spring and continuation of the trend. Well, technically it's good for, but this break is not good. Look, it's barely going up. Wells Fargo and Company, like, come on. Just buy like this. No. And it's a steep fall. It's like there is no strength here whatsoever, and there is strength here. So no, not Warren Buffett trade for sure. Not an Warren Buffett trade for sure. What is this? What is all this? And down, down, down. Arguably a balance ever since here. Ever since here. Yeah, I would call it a balance. In a changed direction, but it's good in continuation of the trend. So indecisive. Maybe we'll close. We'll see. We need the end of the day. Um, Caterpillar is finally doing its thing. So we needed at 0.5. Oof. Sand strings moves here. Still good for continuation of the trend. Uh, Oops, not the year, but uh, okay. So, oops, see you in a month. It needs to come to levels. Let's clean this up. It's gonna break above. Let it finish, but it is gonna break above. It's gonna be a break. And that closes in correction. And since it's closing in correction, we'll see it next month. It's an interesting volume. Verizon breaks. It's in continuation of the trend. Volume zone is here, so I cannot really estimate it. But it's good in continuation of the trend now. Um, Not at this level. Uh, Don't think any of this makes much sense. So that's now our sign of strength in 0.5 and all of that. What I was trying to make of it anyways. And wait a minute. That's not how it goes. Oh. No, no, no. That's not how it goes. It did an upthrust. And then this makes sense. Okay, so that's what we have. It changed direction here, so that's weird. But we're going up. But we're going up. Ooh, look at this. On volume, done. Close the impulse. Now in correction. And the levels. That's a break, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, I didn't know till recently. That's a sign of strength. It's a big volume. So it's good in continuation of the trend right here, right now. Booms. Shell breaks violently. It was already in the break. Look at this. Yep. It's continuation of the trend, my friend. This thing closes the impulse and impulse. An impulse is closed. Yep. Fjord. My sweetheart Fjord. Did some money. Probably the most money I've made last year was Ford. It's two-bar upthrust. It makes the whole situation even better. We're in correction. Yeah, there's no decisive. There was a volume. Weakness, weakness, weakness. Two-bar upthrust. Volume is not great on it, but it's good. We're not at 0.5 yet. So that will be it's getting there. I don't think it's any good, but just for the sakes of it. We're the creatures of habits, and I'm one for sure. Mm, uh, yeah. Okay. Oof. I feel like to take a break. Ooh, what a beautiful upthrust. Volume and everything you would want. You see, like, it looked like the break was so strong. I was like, it's gonna break, and then it doesn't. Good example of how things don't. Market can do anything at once. Doesn't care about you at all. At all. McDuck is good. It's just like too far from point 0.5. Yeah, I feel like we'll do a break here. Yeah, we're looking long. I'm sorry. Home Depot does its thing. Yandux counter trend. It already reached point 0.5, so let's let it go. Let's let it go until it reaches here. Yeah, on that note, I'll bow. You guys trade responsibly on your own. Never listen to anyone knows and no one knows anything. Learn and grow in the community.